This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto me, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And in today's lesson, I'm going to get into reincarnation or regeneration, where in this scripture you can clearly see that who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, all right, his name is Yahushai. He was telling his disciples that, hey, when you come back, all right, you're going to be judging the 12 tribes, all right? And he was more specifically directing that towards Peter, because Peter's back walking the earth. So now let's get into the word regeneration, all right? I got it up already. This is from etymology.com. Regeneration, Latin, regeneratio, which means a being born again, right? So all the disciples, all the prophets are born again, walking this earth, okay, in these last days, all right? Because there's no new thing under the sun, and when you die, all right, according to Job, here, let me bring this out. The Lord sets it up for the point in time when you come back and walk the earth again, all right, and you play out your judgment. First, let me go to the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 14. If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait. Right. So there's an appointed time when you will be brought back through the act of sex, being born, okay, regeneration, okay, born again, till my change come. Right. When you again walk in this earth. All right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes real quickly. This is from King Solomon. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. You see that? So we're not new either. We were here before. Okay? And then when we're born again, all right, we're playing out our judgment. All right? Because judgment's here on earth. I believe it's book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7. 8, if I'm not mistaken. Slovakia. 3 and 16. Here we go. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. So, hey, that cuts that there's a thing called hell underneath the earth, and there's a man with a pitchfork. It says, moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Right, so obviously, judgment is here on earth. All right? Because how can wickedness be there and righteousness at the same time? It's obviously talking about the earth. All right? So that's clarifying that nonsense about hell being underneath the earth, and there's a devil with a pitchfork and some horns. That's all make-believe. That's these Edomites. That's the so-called white man. That's another reason why he's the devil. All right? Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way to the Edbe, for thou shalt rest, and stand in thy lot at the end of days, right? So Daniel's standing in his lot, the prophets, okay, the 12 disciples, they're standing in their lot, okay? Meaning they're back here again, walking the earth. Let's go to the word reincarnation. Reincarnation, reincarnation, meaning made in the flesh. So you're coming back being made in the flesh. And how does that happen? Through the act of sex, all right? So we're all back here again playing out our roles, all right? And that's why you see certain, okay, men, all right, the prophets, so on fire pushing out this word, all right? Because the prophets are subject to the prophets. Let's get that scripture out. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. It's the spirit of the prophet, Salakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You see that? So if you're a prophet in your past life, you're going to be a prophet again. All right? And that's the way the Most High, all right, set it up. Okay? Well, and a prime example of a prophet that was mentioned in the Old Testament coming back was Elijah. Let's go to the book of Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You see that? So Elijah had to come back before the Lord made his return and started judging, okay, the wickedness on this earth. Judge all you wicked people. So once again, Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Right, and Elijah did come back, and Yahushua said it. Let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 17, verse 10. And then his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elijah must first come? Verse 11. And Yahushua answered, said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. You see? Verse 12. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not. Right? Because you had people among Israel, okay, mainly the southern kingdom of Judea, who looked at John the Baptist as a crazy. All right, they didn't know John the Baptist was Elijah. All right, because this is who Elias was coming in. He came in again as John the Baptist. Verse 12. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Right, they killed him. All right, they put his head on a charger. All right. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer a death. Right, same thing. All right, because they knew that there was supposed to be a Messiah return, but they didn't believe that it was Yahushua. Verse 13. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. You see? So Elias was John the Baptist. All right? But John the Baptist was Elias. Okay? So that proves reincarnation, regeneration. All right? So we are back here again playing out our lot, man. Playing our role in these last days. Just like, once again, let's get Revelation 10 and 11. All right? John the Baptist, the last disciple, the right to the book of Revelation. All right? I'll start at Revelation 10 and 10. And I took the little book of the angel's hand and ate it up. Right? That's talking about the scriptures, man. It's like about this book, man. All right? From Genesis all the way to Revelation and all in between. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey, right? And that's how it was when we first learned this truth, man. It was beautiful knowing that you're an Israelite, knowing that the Lord came to deliver you, all right, from this hell. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter, right? And then becomes burdensome too, sometimes, all right? Because you're going through this hell, you're waiting on the Lord, all right? And you're seeing nothing but wickedness and foul, and you got to deal with it, all right? Just like how Lot had to deal with it, all right? When he had to see all the abominations in Sodom and Gomorrah, all right? Same thing with us, man, all right? But we can handle it. Why? Because if we were the prophets of old, all right, we're just coming in our lot, so we can take it. Verse 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Right, so there you have it. That's talking about reincarnation, regeneration. When did John, okay, the Revelator, had to prophesy again? All right, he was literally almost 100 years old. All right, on the island of Patmos. Where in history did John have to prophesy again to many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings? If you know about regeneration, reincarnation, all right, meaning John's back here again doing the same thing. Yes, that means there's a John the Revelator walking this earth, okay, prophesying onto many peoples, nations, and tongues and kings. And how's he using it? Via the YouTube, the internet. If you can get it, you can get it. All right, so hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I just wanted to go into reincarnation, regeneration, all right, because the prophets are back and they're preaching the word like they did, okay, in the ancient times, in antiquity, all right? Okay, you know what, I'll go back one more time to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 32, and I'll close out with that scripture. Book of Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 32, one more time. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You see that? So yeah, so we're back here again, and that's why you see certain men, mainly at Great Millstone, constantly prophesying. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. And with that, Shalom.